4 years have passed since the mortal races banded together and stood united against the might of the Burning Legion. Though Azeroth was saved, the tenuous pact between the Horde and the Alliance has all but evaporated. The drums of war thunder once again.
We move to Razor Hill once dawn breaks. The Kodos are getting rattled with all this fog.
I heard the lookout says he can't see the tusks in front of his face from up the hill.
What about the humans in the camp nearby? Any sign of movement?
Our scout should be coming back with a report.
Caravan Master. It be Hall making things out in this fog, but I believe they be a Theramore military convoy. I think they be aware of our presence too, but since this be neutral territory, they be leaving us alone.
Bah! How long do you think this peace will last? Why, back in my day...
Captain! Foot soldiers in the fog!
How dare they? These humans want a war. They'll have it. 2 arms, my warriors.
I've wandered these bitter lands for many years. I've traveled to the barbaric wastes of Desolus, the savage forests of Feralas. I've seen the lands that lie beyond Stone Talon Peaks. Yet here we are in these barrens once again. Little Misha, it's always reminded me of the home I abandoned long ago. Perhaps one day I will return to confront my... Misha, I wasn't finished. A battle, no huffer. That's right. Run, coward. Damn whoever they are. I'm afraid I can do little to ease your pain. What is your name, warrior? What happened here?
Byrok, we were poaching these lands for Quilboar tusks. When we were ambushed, they were relentless, driven by some kind of bloodlust. Burning Blade must get to Orgrimmar. Thrall warned. Burning Blade. Gorgotha, I'm sorry.
Fear not, noble hunter. I swear to you that Misha and I will see to deliver your warning to the war chief. Well, Misha, yet another mystery lies before us. I can't say this was unexpected. Let's get moving. Orgrimmar, it seems like a lifetime ago when I was last here.
Are you lost, half-breed? What's your business here?
I am Rexxar, last son of the Moknathal. I bring a message for War Chief Thrall from Byrok. He and his hunting party fell in the wilds.
It's all right, I remember that one. And his bear. Know that wolf's head mask anywhere. He's a friend to the war chief. Move along.
I want patrols for every caravan doubled. That should reassure the trade princes for now.
As you command, war chief.
War Chief, the last son of the Moknathal, is here.
I bid you greetings, War Chief of the Horde.
Rexxar, it's good to see you again, my friend. I only wish it would not take one of my warriors being killed to bring you back to Orgrimmar's gates.
It is not my way to live among city dwellers, War Chief, as you well know.
Indeed I do. Now tell me of the attack you've witnessed. It does seem unlikely, it's true, Burks, but if their symbol is the same...
That's the 5th attack this month, War Chief. It reminds me of that attack on the caravan a few days ago, with humans who bore the symbol of the burning blade. It could be a coincidence, but I don't buy that. Besides, I've been hearing rumors about a cult that's been building up in Theramore. They're called the Flaming Sword.
I've heard some of those rumors as well, War Chief.
If these warriors are brash enough to attack our hunting parties and caravans within Durotar's borders, then they've become a lot more powerful than we thought. Our citizens are already on edge. We have to respond. This could be a mercenary army working at the behest of Theramore's leadership.
Nonsense. I believe Lady Proudmoore will do what is right.
Your confidence is touching, Moknathal, but misplaced. They'd accuse us the same in a heartbeat. Already I've heard rumors that the humans have begun refortifying Northwatch Keep right at our doorstep.
Enough. You will take no action against the humans, for now. Theramore is our ally, Burks. Jaina would not allow such a thing to gain power. We will get to the bottom of this. Rexxar, I may have need of your services once more.
Very well, Thrall. What would you have me do?
You may begin by assisting the warlock Niru Fireblade. He believes the remnants of the Burning Blade have a hand in this. Burks and the shaman Regelcut will also need your aid in other matters. I've assigned Rockhan of the Darkspear tribe to you. I trust you two are acquainted.
How you doing, Beastman?
Well met, champion. I am Regelcut, shaman advisor to the war chief. I sense you are here to help, are you not? Champion?
Oh, nothing. I was distracted.
Why? Is something wrong with my face? As you know, I'm considered quite the beauty among my people. All right then. Since the last Great War, when the Burning Legion was defeated, I have searched for sources of demonic corruption in these lands. Lately, it seems as if the corruption is slowly returning. Could the rise of this flaming sword be tied to it somehow? To stem this corruption from spreading any further, I require you to place 3 special dispelling totems at key points in the outskirts of Orgrimmar. Are we clear? I said, are we clear?
Greetings, Moknathal. I'm Burks, chief warrior to Thrall. I've heard of your deeds back at Theramore. Why you would choose to defend the humans now is beyond me. In any case, I have a task that needs doing. Call it a test of your abilities.
Razormane Quilboars once possessed much of the land and proved a thorn in our sides. Through our efforts, we have driven out the largest part of their numbers, but still they remain well fortified in some areas. My scouts have informed me a number of these porcine pests have gathered in Dust Howl Grove. If you can slay 4 of their champions, it should weaken their holdings in the region. You speak to Niru now, champion. You may wonder why a warlock resides in Orgrimmar. I assure you, I use my powers to thwart demons. I've been studying the Burning Blade, one of the old Horde's demon-worshipping clans, for some time. While it's uncertain if these latest attacks are related to the Burning Blade of old, they could still be aiding them in some fashion. There are several encampments of old warlocks who still carry the banner of the Burning Blade throughout Durotar. One of them holds a demonic artifact of immense power called the Eye of Burning Shadow. You must retrieve this artifact for Niru. With it, I may be able to confirm the identity of the attackers. Go now.
Hey there, big guy. Are you the help I've been requesting from the war chief? Look, I'm in big trouble. All these attacks on the caravans have been hurting my guild's supply of shimmerweed. And ever since Drekthar ran off to Alteract, we're nearly at a full-blown shimmerweed shortage. We're in luck, though. I've been told there's a couple of bushels down by the Thunder Lizard Reserve to the south. I'll admit, gathering them is dangerous work, but you look like you could take care of yourself. If you can get me 6 shimmerweed bushels, my clients will be eternally grateful.
Pardon, champion. A word. I am Gorgotha. Is it true you witnessed Byrok fall in battle?
I did, and I believe he mentioned you as well.
Father, that old fool. He insisted on hunting despite all the recent attacks. Whoever is responsible will pay dearly. Give me a chance to get even, champion. Let me join you.
I'm sorry. This journey is too dangerous for one as young as yourself.
What? You'll regret this.
Help! My boy is missing. My little Gorky. He was probably kidnapped by those demon-worshipping warlocks I've been hearing about. Help a poor orc out.
Eureka, Vale, but I'll look for your youngling. Where did you last see him?
I know. He likes spending his free time with the trolls by the coast. Oh, thank you for rescuing poor Gorky, champion. Promise you won't wander beyond these gates now, boy.
Get off my case, old man.
Strength and honor, good hunter. I heard what happened. Is it true that Byrok and his party fell at the hands of those cursed humans? I knew Byrok. He was a member of my hunting guild. A terrible shame. What will we do with his contracts then? Would you be interested in hunting the boar demigod Ogato?
No, it is against my code to slaughter innocent beasts.
Ah, but what if I give you some gold for your trouble? Just make sure to bring me back the target's head.
Gold, you say? I'll consider it.
This will look great in our guild hall. Well, hunters, are you ready for your next contract? There's a hit-out for a murloc named Mersula. She hexed a couple of shamans, and one of the survivors vowed revenge. Of course, those shamans were dissecting her young, but that's neither here nor there. Good luck, hunter! Looks like the boys will be having murloc stew tonight. This is a big one, too. Now for your final contract. This one is for Krolgragoth the Merciless. A real brute, this one. A centaur who fancies himself Khan. Imagine that. Eliminate him. You've done it! I can't believe it! You've impressed me, warriors. Between you and me, you seem to be a far greater hunter than Byrok ever was. Remember, you didn't hear it from me. Farewell.
Thrumka, Rexxar, the others tell me you've been a great help. I am grateful for all that you've done so far. If the Burning Blade are indeed responsible, I trust you'll bring them to justice. I will be taking a leave for Theramore to discuss the current threat with Jaina Proudmoore. Rexxar, I need you to continue helping my people before this has a chance of escalating any further.
You have my word, War Chief.
You have returned to Niru. Good. Alas, the war chief has left. Let us hope his trip bears fruit, yes? We mustn't be complacent. No. Through my divinations with the demonic eye, it seems that the Burning Blade are indeed responsible for the attacks on our people. Those cowards hide in an abandoned mine not far from here. Before you go, I need you to retrieve the Tooth of Destramath. The Tooth is a powerful tool that gives their warlocks immense power. These heretics do not deserve it. Slay them in the name of the War Chief.
Bad news, man. They know we coming and they've cut us off from the resurrection stones. We best not be dying in here.
Rexxar, I heard about your little run-in with the Burning Blade. They are old, weak. They do not deserve a place in these lands. Anyway, we must press the attack on the Boarmen. Your task is simple. Slay 3 of the Razormane's chieftains. We need these brutes to understand this is no longer their land. Niru informed me of your encounter with the Burning Blade. Infidels! It's time we dealt with this threat once and for all. Head to the Valley of Trials. I have an agent who believes one of the largest covens of the Burning Blade can be found there. I've also heard troubling reports of humans encroaching the area. Deal with it as best you can. Be warned. Before you depart for the valley, make sure to tend to any business you have left here in Orgrimmar. Good luck, warrior.
Filthy trespasser. Your presence here is an egregious betrayal of the peace that we negotiated with that miserable Jaina Proudmoore.
You damned orcs were the ones who betrayed the pact. We're just here to keep an eye on you, is all.
Lies, all lies. Take him away. You're not just another grunt, I see. You're the champion Burke spoke of. Good. That's exactly what I need. Try not to let the word out, since I don't want to cause a panic, but there have been reports of a human camp nearby. You will find their camp to the northeast. Slay them quickly, before their numbers increase anymore. Executed with swiftness and discretion. A job well done. That should send a message to the humans never to encroach on our lands. Now speak to Zurith Fargaze. She has a task for you. Farewell, warrior.
Ah, Beastmaster. I'm a great admirer of your work. I am Zuritha Fargaze. I arrived on this valley to serve as Burks' eyes and ears. The demon-worshipping cult, known as the Burning Blade, has made camp here in the Valley of Trials. They skulk in a cave not far from here, and their warlocks have spawned vile familiars from its mouth that are poised to cause havoc to the land. I bid you slay every one of those cursed demons. Once the beasts are destroyed, and if you survive, return to me.
The Burning Blade's leader is no more. Come, let us leave this forsaken place.
Halt, half-breed! Lay down your arms!
You guys don't give up easily, do you?
We are not the Burning Blade, Beastmaster. They were fools to challenge us. We, the Searing Blade, are its future.
Searing Blade, you sound like nothing but a bunch of upstarts.
Silence. Do not underestimate us, Beastmaster. We must thank you at least. Your deeds in Theramore exposed the weakness of that peace-loving fool Thrall for all to see. The human attack on the caravan is all the proof we need that they cannot be trusted. Their attacks are a mockery of Thrall's so-called peace. No, we will replace the false war chief with one who will restore glory to the Horde. I've said too much. Your journey ends here, champion. Slay them immediately.
For the Burning Blade!
What?
Samuro, never thought I'd be happy to see someone from the Burning Blade.
We meet again, brother. I was tasked with extracting you from this cave. Now that you are safe, return to the camp and report to Nazgrel.
Be seeing ya, Blade Master Hamon.
Loktar, warriors, I'm glad you made it out alive. This ambush confirms a conspiracy is afoot. The war chief has long suspected members of the Searing Blade of infiltrating the Horde.
So Thrall used me to draw out the conspirators?
Yes. The war chief knew Neru had you doing his dirty work, and with the Burning Blade warlocks dealt with, he believes the remaining clan members will pledge fealty to him. Unfortunately, we can't risk exposing him for now. We need him to reveal the rest of his co-conspirators. We also suspect members of the human cult of the Flaming Sword have entrenched themselves in Theramore's leadership as well, though it's unclear if Jaina Proudmoore is aware of their existence just yet.
It's too much of a coincidence. My instincts tell me a greater evil is behind all of this.
Perhaps. For now, we need you to go to the troll village of Senjin and seek out Master Gadrin. Tell Gadrin of the Searing Blade, and that they have reached the Valley of Trials. Go, Rexxar, and be swift. I fear the evil found in the Burning Blade Coven has already spread far and wide.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Jaina, we signed no treaty, you and I. We made no provisions for our alliance. We trusted that our bond had been forged in blood, and we would never betray each other.
Thrall, what are you talking about? We made a pact, you and I. I have not betrayed you.
One of our merchant caravans was attacked by a well-armed militia. The butchers spared the caravan master Bolek, but all else was lost.
I'm sorry to hear that. We've increased the patrols on our borders as much as possible, but...
Patrols are useless if they are just going to sit and watch. The caravan saw one of your patrols nearby. It was close enough to be seen in dense fog, yet they did nothing to aid Bolek and his crew. Bolek even sounded the fog horn, and your people just sat. I had thought that things would be different here. I had thought that your people had finally come to accept mine as equals. I should have realized that when it came to taking up arms against their own, to aid an orc, humans would abandon us.
How dare you? I had thought that, after all we'd been through, you'd at least give my people the benefit of the doubt. I will find out which patrol it was. Those patrols are coordinated by Northwatch.
There is considerable pressure on me to take Northwatch Keep back by force.
And there is considerable pressure on me to keep it.
How did this happen? How did it come to where we bicker over such idiocy? Perhaps it's time we draft a formal treaty. Because you were right before. You and I may trust each other, but not all humans and orcs will do likewise. And much as we may wish it otherwise, we will not live forever.
Let us solve this crisis first, then we will speak of treaties.
Thank you, Jaina.
Thrall, we will not let this alliance fail.
Ah, milady, you've returned. I've spoken with the ministers and...
Kristoff, tell me what happened with the patrol a few days ago. Is it true they ignored a call of help from a nearby Horde caravan?
Milady, we've been through this. I was told the fog was thick, and the captain swore he heard nothing. I do not wish to speak out of turn, but perhaps you must consider the possibility that the orcs are lying. I do not speak of Thrall, of course. He is an honorable orc, it's true. However, the only thing keeping the Horde in line is him. And the minute he is gone, I can assure you, milady, the orcs will revert to type and do everything they can to destroy us. As long as the Lady Proudmoore rules the humans on Kalimdor, the rest of the world will sleep well at night. The moment they believe that you cannot keep the orcs in line, that will change. And the invasion force will make your late father's fleet look like a pair of rowboats.
What is it you are suggesting, Chamberlain?
That whoever led this caravan might be an agitator, trying to turn Thrall against you, against us. Even with Northwatch, we are very much alone within Theramore's gates. Please, milady, allow us to fortify Northwatch as a preventative measure in case of any untoward action by the Horde.
The orcs want us out of Northwatch altogether, Kristoff. And while I understand why we can't accede to that request, I am not going to do something as provocative as reinforce it, especially when they believe that we refuse to help them.
I still think...
You've been excused, Chamberlain.
I come in the name of Thrall, War Chief of the Horde. I seek Master Gadrin.
Aw, man, this ain't good. Not one bit, man. Thrall's off to who knows where. Our chieftain Vol'jin be indisposed into Echo Isles, and Master Gadrin is being held hostage by the witch Dr. Zalazane. Zalazane once be Vol'jin's trusted friend, but he went mad long ago. He been toying with demonic arcane magic, and now he using it in this latest attack on our village. Defeat him and his minions, former Darkspear trolls, now lost to us, and rescue Master Gadrin.
By the wild gods, I don't know who you are, but this ends now. The Echo Isles be Zalazane's to rule. Now and forever. Come at me if you be feeling lucky.
You fought bravely, warrior. That coward Zalazane is on the run. You've stymied his efforts here, so best you take the fight back to his base in the Echo Isles. I'll be gathering my scattered people, and we'll rebuild Senjin village. The ritual dancers will cheer you on. Go on, then.
Rexxar, I be glad to see you, old friend. That traitor Zalazane be a wily one. Defeating him once was not enough. Now he gathering his forces on the central island. They been channeling a bunch of demonic arcane energy, and it be disrupting the flow of magic in the whole of Durotar. He does this through tainted fetishes, juju shrines, which he has placed across our Echo Isle. These shrines corrupt our wildlife, and give power to the warlocks and infernal creatures that lurk in the land's dark corners. Before we confront Zalazane, we must destroy the Juju shrines before the flow of magic is forever altered.
Zalazane has finally fallen, Vol'jin. Your people are now free.
Wait, this not be Zalazane, but another hex troll. I'll use me voodoo to draw out whoever be possessing him.
You caught me, puny troll. Your victory here means nothing.
A demon, but the Burning Legion were defeated, sealed away to the Nether. How is it that your kind be here?
The Legion is infinite. Cut one of us down, and another will come crawling back. Our agents in this world have seen to this. By Fang and Claw, who do you answer to, demon spawn?
Tell us what you're plotting, demon! By the lower, I demand it!
You cannot stop what is inevitable, foolish troll. My master Smoldor's plan is simple. She enchanted the disenfranchised and created both the Searing Blade and the Flaming Sword. Together they sow mistrust between the Horde and Alliance. Your precious war chief is our greatest obstacle. When he falls, it'll only be a matter of time before war breaks out between your pathetic races.
Alright, that be enough. Hard to say if that demon be telling the truth, Rexxar. But you'll best be heading back to make sure the war chief be safe. My boys reactivated this portal. Take it back to the camp. I be staying in the Isles to root out the traitor Zalazane. He still be out there somewhere. I be seeing you, Rexxar.
Thromgar, Rexxar, Nazgrel sent me. I bear dire news. The war chief may have been intercepted after his meeting with Lady Proudmoore. Our reports confirm his airship was last spotted landing at one of our camps by the Northern Barons. Nazgrel went ahead to the front, and he requested you join him immediately.
Misha's pause. We must move quickly then, before all is lost.
Your report from Northwatch is concerning, Kristoff.
Orcs encroaching our territory is indeed cause for concern, milady. Some have even engaged with our patrols as far as the Echo Isles. I'm certain this is in retaliation for the Horde caravans that were recently attacked.
I just don't believe Thrall would have anything to do with this. What about these reports of the Searing Blade?
I heard they were nothing more than a cult, a remnant of a now-defunct orc clan known as the Burning Blade.
They could be responsible for this.
How do you know, milady? What if Thrall is sanctioning this cult to commit atrocities on his behalf?
Keep your theories to yourself. The Thrall, I, and those that fought with him against the Burning Legion know he would never resort to such tactics. I dearly hope you assess which side you're on, Chamberlain.
I understand I am no leader. Yet, I served many beforehand, and know what good leaders had to do right, and what bad leaders often did wrong. I have served foolish leaders before. My previous employer, Garithos, was one example. Had the High Lord simply listened to me, or any of the other 6 people giving him the same advice, he wouldn't have sided with the Forsaken. As I had predicted, the undead creatures betrayed Garithos and his warriors and led to his downfall. By that time, I had sailed to Kalimdor for greener pastures. Now, I see the same folly with Lady Proudmoore. Her blind spot of the Horde is maddening. I must take action for the good of humanity.
You are doing a truly noble thing, Kristoff.
Smodlar.
No need to hide your distaste, Kristoff. Do not forget that it was I who heard your pleas after the fall of Dalen Proudmoore. Just know that everything is going according to plan. I've made certain the Orc leader Thrall will no longer be an issue, and soon Lady Proudmoore as well.
The Orcs are a pestilence on Azeroth. Every last one of those greenskins will burn.
And they shall. All hail the Flaming Sword.
The Searing Blade are attacking that camp.
I be spotting Nazgrel down below.
Loktar Ogar, champions. You arrived just in time. The Searing Blade are putting up quite a fight. The war chief is holding his own in a camp not far from you. We'll need to extract him quickly before his camp is overrun.
Let's drive back these traitors.
Thromka, War Chief. Forgive us for not arriving to your aid sooner. The traitors' reinforcements arrived before we could reach your camp.
Your apology is unnecessary, Nazgrel. Rexxar, I'm glad you warriors are here as well. Now that we've held back the forces of the Searing Blade, we can focus on rooting these traitors out for good.
Pardon, War Chief, but I've learned that these cults, the Flaming Sword and the Searing Blade, are pawns of a demon named Zmoldor, whose goal is to incite war between the Horde and the Alliance.
A demon? Could the Burning Legion still be...
War Chief, human forces have arrived on the front. They don't appear to be from Theramore or from Northwatch Keep. They're far too well armed for mere pirates either. They bear an insignia similar to the Burning Blade.
Speak of the devil. These Flaming Sword cultists want to fight. We'll give it to them. Burn their bases to the ground. Loktar.
Earth Mother be praised. I am glad to see you alive and well, Thrall. I feared the worst when I heard of the ambush.
The situation is under control, old friend. The enemy believed they had the upper hand, but we drove them back.
Alas, I was looking forward to joining you in battle. I would have gotten here sooner, if not for these old bones.
Fear not, old friend. The fight is far from over. My champion and I intend to return to Orgrimmar and confront the traitors responsible for this brazen attack.
Ah, it is good to see you once again, Rexxar. I have not forgotten all that you have done for my people.
Chieftain Bloodhoof, it is good to fight alongside you once more.
I shall tarry you no longer, War Chief. I will gather my warriors and spirits. Willing, we will join you at Orgrimmar soon.
Loktar, War Chief, you survived. I am so pleased.
Burks, if I find out you had a hand in this, I will hang your head on a pike.
Mercy, War Chief, I'm innocent. I had nothing to do with Neru's coup. I was manipulated by that snake like everyone else. In fact, that rat fled to the Cleft of Shadows.
What? Nazgrel told me he was being held at the stockade. That means he escaped under your watch.
Forgive me, War Chief. It turns out many of the prison guards were also his lackeys. They sprung him out the evening of your ambush and fled deep within the city. Follow me. We tried to give chase, but Neru sealed himself in with this barrier.
I'm afraid I've tried all my totems and spells, but none seem to have an effect on this wall of arcane energy, War Chief. I can only imagine the horrors the traitor Neru is concocting down below. The only thing that can bring something as potent as this would be a powerful arcane explosion.
An explosion? It's a long shot, but would Gazlowe know of breaking such a barrier?
We can certainly try.
Very well. I'll leave this business to you, Rexxar. Be sure to assist those that are also in need of aid. Order must be restored to this city.
Indeed, be quick about it, Mok'Nathal. In case you didn't hear me the first time, Mok'Nathal, Neru and his minions broke out of prison, and in the chaos, several prisoners were able to flee the city. They've taken a small trading post northwest of Orgrimmar and look to be staying there for a while. These are some of the roughest, toughest criminals in all of Durotar. They are honorless scum. They shame the Horde and everything we stand for. Not to mention, many of them are filthy ogres.
And you want me to recapture them?
On the contrary, you are to take no prisoners. Make sure to slaughter the ringleaders for the Horde.
Hey buddy, remember me, Chief Engineer Gazlowe. That warlock Neru got us all good, I tell ya. Guess who's responsible for fixing up the place once this mess is over?
I need your skills, little goblin. A magical barrier is blocking the passage to the Cleft of Shadows, and
you want me to blow it up, is that correct? Sure, I can help you. From what I heard, this isn't some rinky-dink magical wall, though. Hold on a sec. Before we go, I'll first need these 3 special ingredients. Not to worry, you'll find many of them just outside the city. Good luck.
Well met, warrior. Another fine day in Orgrimmar. The boar men are out for blood and have run rampant in the goblin slums, killing any living thing they see. My fellow guild hunters managed to hold them back here while the rest of the city guards advanced, but we haven't heard from them since. I've hunted these beasts before. They likely have a stronghold nearby. If you can take that out, we can mop the rest of the stragglers and be done with this threat for good.
You did good, kid. Hand me those ingredients, and I'll whip something up. That was some pretty good iced tea. Alrighty then, I'll set up the explosives. There, all done. No crummy magic can stand against a whole bunch of my explosives.
Thrumka, Rexxar, you've secured the explosives and helped sort out the prison escapees. The Horde owes you a great debt. In the meantime, Cairn has arrived, and he wishes to aid you in your pursuit of Niru and the rest of the Searing Blade.
I am honored to fight with you once again, champion.
Strength and honor, Cairn. It'll be just like old times.
Come then, my warriors. There is battle to be waged.
Here we go.
That was a long climb down. The heat is overwhelming. What is this sinister place?
This be the Ragefire Chasms. I not be too familiar with this place?
That's because the war chief kept this place hidden ever since the goblin Gazlo discovered it all those years ago. What they discovered were fell creatures of unspeakable horror. My tribe's matriarch, Magatha the Seer, attempted to pacify the creatures but failed. Thrall then ordered the entrance sealed, which was only recently discovered by Niru and his minions. You must stop this evil from spreading once and for all. There is the fell creature's leader, Taragaman the Hungerer. His lieutenant, Basilan, a satyr. And Niru himself, surrounded by his co-conspirators of the Searing Blade. I'd join you in your quest, but my old age is getting to me.
Never fear, Shaman. Let the hunt begin.
You've done it again, my warriors. Rexxar, the Horde owes you a great debt. The Searing Blade have been vanquished. The nation is safe, for now.
If I may, War Chief. Unfortunately, the demon's Modlor still lives, and while the loss of the Searing Blade may have hurt their design, I do believe this creature still retains power over the humans at Theramore.
We ride to Theramore at sunrise. Spirits willing, Smoldor will be defeated, and we may finally bring lasting peace to our lands. For now, a pint to all at the Broken Tusk.
Good. We could use a bit of rest and relaxation. What do you say, Misha?
We'll take that as a yes.
I fail to see how this requires your being away from Theramore.
I promised Thrall I would investigate this business with the Flaming Sword personally, especially after they reportedly attacked several outposts in the Northern Barrens. Right now, I'm his best suspect for performing this act. What better way to prove my innocence than to learn the truth myself?
I can think of several ways.
There is another reason. I sense arcane magic is afoot here. Powerful demonic magic. If there is this lingering magic of this much power on Kalimdor, I need to know who is wielding it.
If magic is involved, I suppose that is a legitimate concern. I withdraw my objections.
It's settled. I'm entrusting Theramore to you while I'm away, Kristoff. Don't disappoint me.
I have to hand it to you, demons. The orcs are tearing themselves apart, and with Jaina away to consort with their war chief, more and more of her people will see her for the traitor that she truly is. Jaina is far too powerful a mage to challenge directly, but there are ways of dealing with her that even she cannot recover from.
Control of Theramore is the final piece of the puzzle. You must move quickly, now that you have the throne. I suggest you begin reinforcing Northwatch Hold and the outlying territories, for the good of humanity, of course.
Naturally, I've already dispatched those loyal to the cause to arrest those close to that wench Jaina. The city will be put under lockdown for the time being. Once the orcs show signs of aggression towards this nation, I will mobilize the army to march towards Orgrimmar. All we need do now is wait.
These ogres hail from Brackenwall Village, War Chief. They're babbling about their leader letting their clan fall to ruin and some other nonsense.
Mok'Morak, bad leader. He care more for power than he care for ogres. After Stonemaul village attacked by black dragons, he make us run to Brackenwall. Ogres should fight. Ogres not good at running. Mok'Morak care only about Mok'Morak.
The Stonemaul once fought with us at Theramore Isle. We could use their aid in taking down the Flaming Sword.
Rexxar, you back, you bad leader. You abandoned clan. Stonemaul have bone to pick with Rexxar. He made Mok'Morak overlord. He leave us after. Rexxar should fix this.
I, had unfinished business in the wilds, I thought.
Say no more, Rexxar. Hear me, ogres of the Stonemaul clan. Your people have suffered much. I vow to drive out your leader Mok'Morak and help your people retake your home. When this is over, the Horde will provide as much aid as it can to help re-establish your clan to its former glory.
Mok'Morak beaten! Ask for mercy! Me only keep clan safe. Big dragons come and make fire at old home. Me smart ogre. Find new home for clan here. Leave old home so fast, but others not agree.
I placed my faith in you, Mok'Morak. I was mistaken. You are hereby banished from the Stonemauls.
Fine! Mok'Morak leave! You deal with dragons in Stonemaul ruins!
It must be done. We will have to defeat these black dragons and retake Stonemaul ruins before they will join us in our cause.
I'll go. It was my mistake in leaving them. I might as well take back their village.
Very well. I've also sent word to Jaina of our mission, but have yet to hear back from her. I hope we aren't too late.
You kill many of the Black Dragon army. Rexxar take back village. Maybe Horde not so bad after all.
Now that everything's been sorted out, I take it you're the new leader of the Stonemaul clan.
Yes, and I be better leader than you.
Fine with me. I wander alone.
Rexxar, it seems our presence in this marsh has not gone unnoticed. I've received word that Jaina has arrived and wishes to parley with me. We are to meet by the road to one of the humans' outposts.
I don't know, Thrall. This sounds like a
trap. Yes, that's why you're going in my stead. Be safe, Rexxar.
I guess it wasn't a trap.
Pardon, what trap? Never mind. Rexxar, you were the last person I expected to see in this place. Where's Thrall?
Thrall sent me in his stead. We marched to Theramore to put a stop to the threat of the Flaming Sword. They're responsible for numerous attacks on Horde land, and you've done little to stop them.
That's why I'm here, Rexxar. To solve this crisis. Your army being here can be seen as an act of war.
Are you aware that your people are being manipulated by a demon named Samodlor?
A demon? How? Of course. It makes sense now, this feeling I've had. I couldn't quite...
Right on cue.
Enough. You asked for it. I see. So the situation is far worse than I thought.
Indeed. I suspect those that joined the Searing Blade and Flaming Sword did so willingly. This demon exploited what had always been there, our old hatreds.
I thought things would be different after what happened to my father. My faith in doing what I thought was right blinded me to those around me.
It's not too late, Jaina. We can still make it right if we defeat Proudmoore.
You're right, Thrall. Peace was never easy.
On to Theramore.
So far, so good. We've made our landing on the relatively undefended side of the island. That said, everything's quiet. Too quiet.
You said something about a contact meeting you hear? Your bodyguard.
She is more than a bodyguard.
I hear something.
Mistress, you're alive.
Pained. It's a good thing you night elves can get around without being seen.
Mistress, Chamberlain Kristoff has locked down the entire city. Strange men in dark armor began appearing overnight, and some in the city guard began joining them in patrolling the streets.
He plans to invoke emergency powers and assemble the army tomorrow to march for Orgrimmar.
You've got to be kidding me.
He's clearly gone mad. This is the demon's doing. It must be. We must move quickly. We must take out all the outlying barracks and workshops before the entire city is alerted. Once they're destroyed, we can move in, put an end to Kristoff, poor Kristoff, and Zmodlor. As for the soldiers that joined the Flaming Sword's cause, they've made their choice.
Harsh. I'm in.
As I suspected, Jaina has turned against her people. Light help us all.
My lord, the Horde strike team has taken out our outlying defenses. It will take some time before...
Damn greenskins. Deploy the reserves, the wizards, unleash the beasts. I will not be intimidated by that witch and her little warband. We will make our stand here or die trying.
It's over. Stand down, all of you.
Failure to comply and little Misha will want to have a word with you.
Enough blood has been spilt this day. The threat to our peoples has finally been dealt with. We will leave your isle in peace, Jaina. Farewell, sorceress.
If another crisis like this ever happens again, it'll be too soon.
Misha, the Chamberlain's body isn't for eating. On second thought, knock yourself out.
Look at me. I'm happy.
I feel you, man.
Conquer your enemies, my love.
Hey, Rexxar, why don't you stay?
I'm afraid not, Gorky.
Please, why not? Why, Rexxar?
A Machnathal has to be what he is, Gorky. Can't break the mold. Now you run on home to your dad and tell him everything's going to be all right. Farewell, little Gorky.